We've seen that almost every poker player's career comes with its own set of highs and lows, but in this particular case, the low was 7 figures deep. Eric Lindgren was previously one of poker's most recognizable players. The man known as E-Dog was one of the faces of full tilt poker during the 2000s poker boom, and his poker resume includes more than $10 million in lifetime tournament earnings. He was a fan favorite and considered a world-class player during his time. However, by the 2010s, growing gambling losses and unpaid debts away from the table had begun to have an impact on the public opinion of a once popular poker player. Let's examine the highs and lows of Eric Lindgren's life and poker career. He won the Bellagio 5-Diamond Poker Classic in 2002 for $228,192, which was one of his first big wins. The victory signaled the beginning of his long run of tournament success. By early 2004, the Northern California native had 2 World Poker Tour victories under his belt, including a $1 million win in a $7,000 limit hold'em tournament on Party Poker Million 3 cruise. That 7-figure score remains a career high for Eric, who developed his reputation through consistent tournament success throughout his career. In 2008, this poker player won his first of 2 World Series of Poker bracelets by defeating the $5,000 mixed hold'em event for $374,505. He won one of 5 cashes at the 2008 World Series of Poker, earning him the Player of the Year award. He won his second WSOP bracelet in 2013, winning the $5,000 no-limit hold'em 6-handed event for $606,317. His most recent 6-figure cash came in 2018 when he finished second in the WSOP Circuit Cherokee $1,675 main event. His capacity to generate results during live tournament play is clear. His off-the-books gambling habits, on the other hand, were revealed in 2012. Eric's tournament expertise and status as a well-known poker player propelled him to prominence in the early 2000s. He was one of several professional poker players who owned shares in Full Tilt Poker, one of the world's 2 largest online poker companies during the 2000s boom. As one of Full Tilt's faces, he was a regular on the poker television shows that dominated the airwaves at poker's peak as a mainstream sport. Eric, like many of the Full Tilt pros, appeared to have had a great life from the outside looking in during the peak of the Full Tilt era. In addition to his tournament success and reputation as one of poker's most notable players, he was a Full Tilt stockholder during the peak of the online poker site's popularity. Away from the poker table, he had a reputation for betting on his own golf abilities and on sports in general. However, a 2+2 thread from 2012 began to reveal the true scope of Eric's sports betting activity. The disagreement began with a post by user SkillGame, the screen name of poker player Max Weinberg, accusing him of failing to pay an $11,000 fantasy football payment. That message caused a surge in activity in the thread, with some users criticizing him for failing to pay his gambling debts. Haralobos Vulgaris made the most significant argument throughout the meeting, stating that Eric owed him money for years. The problem worsened when the U.S. Department of Justice shut down Full Tilt Poker in April of 2011. His monthly dividend distribution from Full Tilt, which was estimated to be $250,000 per month, ceased following the crash. Following the shutdown, further details about Eric's loan to Full Tilt Poker became available. Eric owed Full Tilt almost $2.5 million after the collapse, which was purchased by PokerStars when the Stars Group bought Full Tilt in 2012. The loan remained unpaid, and PokerStars sued him in 2015 for $2.5 million. With many debts stacking up, this reckless poker player exacerbated issues by attempting to gamble his way out of them. He entered a gambling addiction rehabilitation clinic at the end of 2012 after the situation had gotten out of control. Of course, as a professional poker player, gambling remains central to Eric's chosen profession, and he's been working hard since the beginning of 2013. That year, he added 2 6-figure earnings to his resume, winning his second WSOP bracelet and the $25,000 WPT World Championship for $650,275. He married fellow poker player Erica Schonenberg in June 2011, however, the couple split up in 2014. He filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy in 2015, owing more than $10 million. The most significant hit to his reputation occurred during Poker News' exclusive interview with Howard Lederer. Lederer said that he received a double-credited loan from Full Tilt Poker by accident, and that Eric pocketed the extra $2 million despite Lederer's attempts to reclaim it. He had been silent about his overdue obligations until he spoke with Bluff magazine. Lance Bradley, editor-in-chief, spoke with Eric at Morningside Recovery, a recovery center in Newport Beach, California, where he's working to overcome his gambling addiction. He told Bluff that his gambling debts were $10 million at one point, and while he's been working hard to pay them off, it's been difficult without a bankroll. Eric responded, "I owed people a bunch of money, and it's something that I've been working on for a long time, but I definitely slipped up, made some really bad mistakes, and I needed to address that." It's a road to rehabilitation. Not a leap or a walk, but a long, tough route that's easy to slip off of. His hole was quite deep, possibly 7 or even 8 figures. In 2013, when he won his second World Series of Poker bracelet, he cashed in for more than $1.3 million. However, even 7 figures in a single year were insufficient to pay off his gambling debts. "You know, I'm chipping away the best I can," Lindgren continued. "I built quite a hole, but I feel good about things." Despite his recent stormy experience, he walks across Rio with a smile on his face. Other players and professionals approach him every few feet to say hello, congratulate him and his wife on their upcoming child, or introduce themselves. He felt like his return had begun, and now he needed to keep it going. Last WSOP, Eric concentrated on No Limit Hold'em and studied younger players who appeared to be dominating the series. It paid off for him as he won the $5,000 Six Max tournament, which is usually dominated by youthful, aggressive players. His triumph won him his second WSOP bracelet and $606,317 in earnings, his second six-figure payout of the year. Only 1 month before winning his second bracelet, he finished second in the WPT World Championship, losing to David Chino Ream heads up and collecting $650,275. He's now taken a vacation from poker to spend more time with his family. "We've been making another baby," Eric said, massaging Erica Lindgren's stomach. "We have a boy coming in September." Their son was born in 2022. Full Tilt Poker's salad days have ended for good. The Lindgrens have one child, Jake, who is 2 years old. The latest child, who has yet to be named, will bring the Lindgren family total to 4. Eric believes that keeping a work-family balance is essential to his recovery. When it comes to work, he approached the 2022 World Series of Poker differently than the previous years. "To be honest, I haven't played that much poker since the series ended," he said. He and his wife Erica made their WSOP debuts in the $1,000 PLO. The tournament had 1,087 entries, making it the WSOP's largest non-NLHE field ever. Do you believe that all of these efforts will eventually help Eric get back on his feet? Or will he fall face down again? Tell us what you think in the comments section. Before you leave, remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel.